Hello, welcome to my review of Sun Club Eldorado in Mallorca. We've just got back from our third time at the hotel, so I thought I'd share my thoughts about the place, the good, the bad, etc. So, first off, I think I'm going to take you to the hotel room we stayed at the top of the hill by the top pool, and it's this area here. So at the top of the resort, you have the studio rooms. The one we had was a sea view studio room. They're almost all sea views, apart from the ones behind this block of apartments in front. So they have the sea views, and then some apartments behind, which we'll see in a moment, that don't have the sea view. So you can see to the right, just behind there, they probably haven't got a sea view. As is the second room in from the bottom here that you can see. It's right next to the pool area, and I'll do a little tour of the pool area in a moment. But it's very close. This top pool area is mainly families, and it can be quite quiet. There is a bar at the top there, which again we'll have a look at in a moment. So to access the rooms, you come in at them from behind here. All rooms are air conditioned as well, and the air conditioning works, which is great. So in this room was myself, my wife, and my two daughters. The daughters had the smaller beds on the right. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I think I have a look in the bathroom first. I admire the sea view first, of course. So there's the bathroom, absolutely fine, functional. Shower's plenty big enough. The power as well of the shower was okay. Nothing to grumble about there. This room came with a microwave, a sink, a hob, and a fridge. Not that we used it. Plenty of storage as well, and a safe there. Again, we didn't use the safe. Our Lilo's on top of the hob there, but everything was clean. There's a bin under there as well. So to the right there, that's where my daughters slept. They do pull out and can be put horizontally, but we just left them as they were. And this was my wife's bed and my bed. They never seem to do full doubles or kings, they're always two singles pushed together. We've got a little balcony out here, handy for drying swimming costumes and the towels, etc. Lovely view. Over the cross there is Palma Nova, and Magaluf. So you can see all the way across the other side of the island there. Alright, this is heading out of the room now. We're going to have a little look around the top ball and the bar area. Now, we went at the end of May and the bar at the top here wasn't open. We have been before and it was, so I'm not sure why it wasn't open. I think they open it a little bit later on in the maybe June, July, I guess. There's a nice shallow area for families and young children to have a play in the pool there. All around the edge of the pool is marked about the depths, which we'll see in a minute. They have a red line which you can see running through the pool, so one side is for non-swimmers or young children. There's 105 centimetres deep. So then you'll see it's marked for sort of swimmers, non-swimmers on the floor here, and all their pools are marked that, so it's great to say to the kids, stay on that side of the red line if they're not confident swimmers. Plenty of sunbeds around the edge there. Big umbrellas as well. They're not movable, they are bolted into the floor. But it's a nice quiet spot, even with the young families and stuff up there. It's quite chill up there. And we're going to exit the sort of pool area, and then we're going to head down to the Ibiza bar. Some lovely planting around there as well. Although it looks like the grass could do a bit of water, looking a bit brown here. So the resort is on a side of a hill basically, and it can be quite steep. This top bit is steep, so I wouldn't recommend it for anyone in a wheelchair or anyone elderly or anyone with breathing difficulties. I'm overweight and got asthma, and I did manage to get up and down out there okay, although it did sound a bit out of breath. Now here on the right is the slide. That's a tennis court, but there is a slide. It was out of use this time. Not sure why, but we have seen it in use before. It's not that great, to be honest. They don't really need it. But we'll head down here. This is coming up to the Ibiza bar on the left. You can see how many steps it is just down to this level. So here we go, there's the Ibiza bar on the left. This is the bar that they do the snacks in, and that's the restaurant there to the right. Just to get your bearings, and we'll look at where we just come from. There's the pool at the top there with the umbrellas and the stairs. So I'm going to have a look at the Ibiza bar area. This area is quite quiet. I would say the sun loungers are actually quite comfortable as well. They're not the hard ones. They've got like a sprung middle, which is quite comfy. So they've definitely got the best sun loungers. Like I said, this is where they have the snacks. There's a little bit of snack out there, but normally have hot pizza. It doesn't come out that often. That's probably one of the disappointing side things is the snacks. You'd want it kind of on tap. There are ice creams that you can help yourself to. They're in little pots in there. Again, here's the pool. It's not very big, but it doesn't need to be. It's quite a small area. There's the red line again showing the shallow end and the deep end for the swimmers, and there is again a little area, tiny little area for children. Now this is very quiet in here. It's quite chilled out. You can see the sunbeds are a lot better than the hard slatted ones. Up there is the Crazy Golf. I haven't played on that yet, but we did see people going up playing there. You can get the clubs from the gym reception, which we'll have a look at in a minute. And it's quite chill there, so I recommend that if you want somewhere quiet. So next we're going to have a look at the facilities along the bottom, just underneath the restaurant. So the restaurant entrance is up these stairs to the right, and we'll go up there in a minute. There are washing facilities here, little laundrettes, should you need to refresh anything. There is a small shop. It says supermercado there, but it's not a supermarket. It's a tiny little shop. It's quite expensive. It does snacks and things, and also souvenirs. You can see it's not that big. And then you've got the gym here. Don't see any British people there doing any workouts. Probably won't on holiday, but it's there should you wish to. Some exercise bikes, etc. And then this is the sort of gym reception, and in here I think this way you can get hold of the tennis rackets, etc. Should you wish to be doing any of that. They do shooting as well, air rifles, and there's some board games you can borrow as well should you wish to. So moving along, there's a little boutique here with clothes, sunglasses, hats, that sort of thing. And then we'll go on to reception area. So in the reception area, obviously is where you get your keys, etc. But you can also book trips, should you wish to, through here. And I'll show you where in a moment. There's some nice seating outside whilst you wait for you to be picked up for your taxis or whatever you decide to do. And on the right there is where you would book the trips. Just speak to one of the reps there. And on the left is some weighing scales for your luggage on return, and there is a room there on the left to put your luggage when you check in and your room isn't ready. So up to the restaurant. It's a nice big area. It's sort of semi-open. There is a roof on it, but it's quite cool out there. There always seems to be a breeze in Mallorca, which is really nice. So I'm just going to show the drink stations. There's ones where you can get orange, squash, etc. Hot drinks, teas, coffees, hot chocolate's quite good. And also you've got the fizz, Coke, Fanta. Then you've got the water, cool water, San Miguel beer. Need that. And different wines. I think it's white, red, and rosé. And here is the salad bar, sort of standard kind of stuff, really. Rices. Then you've got the hot side. I was rushing through this because I felt a bit of a wally recording, but they've got a grill in the middle. It's always fish and a meat, normally pork. And here's the dessert. So this is the cold meat section for breakfast. And then you've got the cooked breakfast, the funny Spanish American bacon that doesn't taste like our bacon. Some churros there. There's some chocolate sauce around the corner. There's lots of yogurts and dates, more fresh fruit. There is bread, and there's a toaster further down that you can toast should you wish to. Some marmalades and jams. You've got the cold milk for cereals, which we're about to go past here now. On the grill section in the morning, they either do fried eggs or pancakes, which is worth a look. So now we're going to have a look at the main pool area, the central area. So from the restaurant, we walk down this pathway here, and we're going to get a look at the bungalows, which are different to the studios. The bungalows have like a larger front sort of room, and on the back there's what we call the B room. The B room are the budget rooms, and I'll go through all that in a minute. So you can see walking down to the main area, this is like the main bungalow area, and on the back of that will be a B area, and this is what the B area looks like. As you can see, they're smaller than the main bungalows. They're basically a bedroom with an ensuite and a door, so that's why it's budget. I can show you a picture of a B room. We stayed in a B room first time we came. They do have a B next to it, so you'll know which is a B room. There's the bathroom, and if we look right, here is the bed, and there is an adjoining door to the next door's main bungalow. So I don't think it's marketed very well in terms of where you might have bought this holiday, but the B is basically, as here, the basic economy room. I'm not sure what a basic room is. It might be a refurbished economy room, but it's probably the same. Then you've got going down here bungalow, which is the front part. I'll call it the A room. The studio is what I just showed you at the beginning without a sea view, and further down you can see there's a sea view studio. You then have the superior bungalow, which is basically they've been refurbishing the bungalows. So it's a tarted up version of the standard bungalow. Family bungalow, I believe, is an A and a B room put together. That's why the cost is probably like that. As we go further down, Sea View Studio, I've just discussed, that's what we had. And then a Sea View bungalow is basically the A room facing to the sea, which is further down by the pool, and we'll see those in a minute. So I'm going to continue walking down to the main pool area. On the left here is a sort of diving adventure centre. You can go and do various exciting things. Not that I'd ever tried them, but they do excursions for diving should you wish to do that. Down here, the mini club, that's for the younger children. Now that they're out, my children are a lot older, well, 11 and 14 or 13. So they didn't really take part in any of that. There is information on the door here, so when you get here and you've got young children, have a look and see if you want to put them in there and take part in all the children activities. Here's the board showing all the activities for the day in the main pool mainly, and all the evening stuff that goes on. And they do put a poster up of what's on that night as well. So Michael Jackson in this case. There's a little play area to the right there. As we go into the main building, there is a shop on the left selling some clothes, and they do braided hair. My daughter had her put like these braid extensions in, and it was about 40 quid, so it's quite expensive. On the right here is like a quiet room. People leave books here, so you want to grab a book, chill out in an air-conditioned, comfy seat. It's quite nice in there. See, somebody's probably having a nap by the looks of it. There's the main bar and entertainment area on the left, and I'll cover that a little bit later on. But you can see there's plenty of seating out there in the evening. So this is probably the crown jewel of the place. The pool and the view is absolutely stunning. Really nice. You'll see the pool marked out. The deep end is 3 metres deep, so pretty deep. Good if you want to be jumping in. And you can see more bungalows around the side there. I think they'll probably be classed as a sea view, but there are some more along the front, which we'll see in a minute. So I'm going down the stairs, and on the left there is a nightclub which opens at 11 o'clock when upstairs shuts. It wasn't open at the time of us going here at the end of May, and you have to pay for your drinks in there, but they do have a little nightclub in there. As you see, there's a pool table and some games, etc., air hockey, just for a bit of entertainment. This is the main bar for the pool. You can help yourself to the soft drinks there, Coke Zero, Fanta, etc. And then they've got a bar person in there to serve you all the alcoholic drinks. There's plenty of seating in the shade if it's getting a bit too hot for you. Get a quick glimpse of my favourite barmaid, Maria. And the staff are absolutely fantastic. They are lovely people. Really, really good. So we're going down here. You might have heard about the steps down to the cliff. You can just see it down there. I think I'll point down and have a look just where that sort of cross is. I'll do a video of that shortly. I don't recommend going down there at all. Really don't recommend it. Oh, here's a quick panorama. That's the front. There's a bungalow. So that's the front. There's probably a 22B on the back of that. And I think you see a B room. I'll point to it here. And it's literally through that slidey door. There'll be a bathroom on the right and the bed in front of you. So it's quite small. And there's no sort of area really. There's little chairs to sit. So along the pool, nice little caged off shallow area for the little ones. All very well marked again, 1 metre deep there. There's the red line showing where non-swimmers and swimmers should go. Just on that corner, that's where it dips down and it gets deep. There is a lifeguard on station there. And this is just from that area, well, just a quick 360 panoramic. So we're going to have a look now at the stairs down to the beach. It's not a beach, it's just rocks. So the resort is basically on the top of the cliff. And there are steps down there. I believe it's 300 plus steps down to it. Very steep. Starts off well, but then it gets a bit more and more treacherous. These steps don't count. This is still just getting to the main steps. I believe the actual steps and the rocky bit down at the bottom is actually owned by the council, as it were, and not the hotel. And some of it is not in a great state. So here's a cross there. It's like a telecommunications thing, but I always think of it as like the last rites before you go and climb these steps. And it's just points straight down. And you'll see in a minute, I come down here with my daughter. So here we go, here's my daughter. So you can see, it's like a clifflet. We're literally on top of a cliff. You look there and it's like straight down. Yep, hold on to that rail, love. We'll just go to that wall, alright?
This isn't bad, Dad.
Love, it's like, this is only like 5% of the actual stairs. It's like this all the way down. It takes about 20 minutes of this to get down there.
Should we do it?
No! Don't lean too much on that wall. So as you can see, we've just gone down a few steps there. That's where the beach is, slash just rocks. It looks like an old pier or something used to be there. There's a cave to the right as well. I don't know if you can go in it or not. I wouldn't try. And I'll show you some footage of when me and my wife went down there first time we came. What a photo.
Yeah. It's just ocean like this.
Ready?
Yeah.
So here we are at the bottom of the steps. You can jump in from those sort of pillars, whatever they are. Just watch your feet on rocks. It was deep enough for me to jump in. It's quite windy around Mallorca. It's not really choppy, but it wasn't like a nice calm flat either. And there's my wife in. But I wanted to show you what it is down here. We'll have a quick pan around. There's a sort of cave to the left and just rocky concrete platforms. But where we came. And the stairs all the way back up. Don't recommend it, it's very high. And it's a killer going back up, absolute killer. Had shaky legs at the end of it. And it's not easy getting out, as my wife is about to demonstrate. Don't go side on, you go that way. I was giving you advice. Right, stand up then. There you go. Easy. Right, you're getting out? You've got to come over here. That's it, hold on to there and then hold on to the pipe there in front of you. Hold on to the pipe in front of you, there you go. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So next we're going to look at the bar area and entertainment. We enjoyed it, we had a lot of fun. Obviously we just walked through this bit, there's the quiet area on the right. It's a great walk through actually, especially when the sun's setting, and it has the best sunset on the island, and that's what really makes this sort of a real nice spot to sit, have a drink, watch the sunset. You might notice these plastic cups. You have to buy those when you arrive at reception for £1. And you do get your £1 back if you give it back, but it's a nice little souvenir. That's Michael Jackson we had this evening, we'll see that in a bit. So here's the entertainment. This was Michael Jackson. Now he doesn't sing, he mimes, but he's got the moves. this was the revival nights, and it's songs from the 20s and sort of common stuff like Grease and Dirty Dancing and a few other things as well. So they're very good, these dances. This lady is one of the entertainment staff who work at the resort, and she just played some chilled tunes on her guitar. There was a movie quiz where you had to get the theme of the movie correct, and we got 7 points and won. We got a certificate and a bottle of champagne.
Oh, we get a certificate, do we? Yeah.
And they did a Mallorca's Got Talent where my daughter was a judge. Finally, the last dance every night is La Cucaracha, which is by El Combo de Monaco. Kids love it. So that was it. I thought I'd go through some pros and cons about the resort with you. Pros: it's a cheap holiday. It's one of the cheapest ones that usually come up for an all-inclusive. It's only 25 minutes from the airport in a taxi. The taxi's €35. And it's probably best to do a taxi if there's more than two of you. Because the transfers, I think, were £40 per person. And also the downside with the transfers is that it will do other hotel drops first. So somebody we talked to there took them about an hour and a half to get there because they were the last on the drop, which obviously is not very good. Other pros: 3 pools. They're quite different as well. You've got the nice big round family one at the top of the hill. Then you've got the Ibiza in the middle, which is quite quiet. You get a mixed amount of people in there. And then you've got the louder pool down at the bottom and playing music, etc. So yeah, there's a choice. Also, the staff lovely, really friendly. The entertainment team, had a chat with them, they're great. Bar staff, they remember us from the previous times we've been. They're just a real nice bunch of people. The people in the restaurant, they're working really hard, tidying up, etc. So I can't fault the staff, they're a great bunch. And the prime view that you get from the sunset is just mind-blowing. It's a great spot. It's absolutely fantastic. The cons, the confusing accommodation as mentioned earlier. I don't think it's very clear what you get when you're booking. The sample I took was from On the Beach, or Love the Beach I think it is. It's just not that clear what you're actually getting with a budget one, which is basically a small room at the back of the bungalows. A snack bar is away from the top and the bottom pool, so if you want a snack you're going to have to go for a trek. And also there wasn't always hot pizza there, which was quite nice, and there's not a massive amount of selection for the snack. And also food in general, it's fine. There's not much variation in it, but it is what it is. It's a cheap holiday, and the food was okay. It's not cordon bleu, but it's not terrible either, so take it how you want. Extra thing that I haven't put on here actually was the location. It's out sort of in the sticks, 25 minutes out of Palma in the sticks. Now that'd be a good thing for you, it might be a bad thing for you. If you want to go if you wanted to go for a roam around the nearest village, town or whatever, then obviously you're going to have to get a taxi or a bus. For me excuse me, so my throat's not great. For me, remoteness means it's nice and quiet, no hustle and bustle, and I really enjoyed that. So if that's what you want, get on.